Previously, on keeping up with the Kenya Kwanza government.
Unasikia siku ya kufa kwa nyani miti yote uteleza. Things will just. Wacha ngojea tukiruka tu mwaka utasikia vitu nyingi zimeanza kuteleza.
Yo simba tulingoa meno. Hata makucha tukakata. Sasa hivi tuko na simba kibogoyo.
Are you getting me? Yeah, Uhuru is right behind Raila. Whatever you are seeing that is being pushed by Raila, it is Ruto, Uhuru is behind it.
If President William Ruto had a time machine, one wonders whether he'd go back and rethink that memorandum of understanding with Raila Odinga.
A hand applause to the two party leaders.
What was meant to be a strategic handshake of survival is now looking more like a political straitjacket. Since the deal was inked, Raila's swagger has been impossible to ignore. The opposition chief has wasted no opportunity to remind Kenyans, and more importantly, Ruto and his regime, that were it not for his intervention, the president would have been politically eviscerated.
Wengi wanapiga kelele hapo na pale, oh, Raila ameenda kwa Ruto, ametuacha.
Not once, not twice, but repeatedly Raila has implied that he saved Ruto from the brink of collapse during the Gen Z protest that rocked the country last year. His claims are nothing short of theatrical. According to Raila, Ruto came knocking at his door when angry Gen Z protesters took to the streets, calling for his impeachment. And if that wasn't enough, the former Prime Minister has also declared that Ruto's government has been effectively disarmed, likening Kenya Kwanza to a toothless lion, one that no longer has the ability to bite, let alone roar, unlike previous regimes that had a brutal grip on anti-government protesters.
Wakatuma polisi kwenda kupiga watoto na kuua. Watoto wengi waliuawa. Hayote yakawa pale. Wakaleta watu jeshi, wakatetemeka. Baadaye sasa wakalazimishwa kuvunja serikali na kusema watashauriana kuunda serikali mpya. Unajua hii demokrasia tunajenga katika taifa letu, tumetoka naye mbali. Zamani ilikuwa ukisema tu ngwe ndani. Ngwe ndani. Wakati ile ambaye simba alikuwa na meno na makucha. Yo simba tulingoa meno. Hata makucha tukakata. Sasa hivi tuko na simba kibogoyo. Haikuwa rahisi. Wakati ile ilikuwa kama umeonekana tu wewe ni mtu ambaye atafuati nyayo. Unashikwa tu na mtu anaenda weka sahihi. Waziri wa mambo ya usalama. Hiyo inatosha kuweka yeye jela Kamiti au Shimulatewa au Naivasha kwa miaka mingi zaidi. Kuna mambo ya mahakama. Siku hizi hata kuweka wewe kwenye remand ya polisi huwezi kuweka wewe zaidi ya masaa 48. Yale yote haikukuja kwa njia rahisi. Imekuja kwa jasho na damu ya Wakenya.
But perhaps Raila's boldest claim yet is that he single-handedly prevented a military coup. In his version of events, when Ruto deployed the army to reinforce an overwhelmed police force during the Gen Z protests on June 25, 2024, it was an act so reckless that it nearly led to a military takeover. A shadowy friend whom he refuses to name allegedly tipped him off about a looming power grab, urging him to step in before the military decided to keep power for itself. Raila, ever the master of high-stakes brinkmanship, insists that President Ruto can be removed through the ballot, but once soldiers leave the barracks, they rarely go back.
How some people in government who are involved in that coup? Come on. When the office of the Chief Justice and the President of the Supreme Court was vandalized, when there was a plan to march to State House and remove a president who is constitutionally, democratically, in a free and fair elections to be elected by the people, to be removed? What do you call that? Is it coup or it's what? What is it?
If all of this is to be believed, one might wonder, is Raila Odinga running the government from behind the scenes? Has his presence, courtesy of the MOU, become Ruto's life insurance policy in office?
Na rais mwenyewe anajua. Nilisikia akiambia watu wa Nairobi kila mtu afanye kazi yake.
Adding to the tension, ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna has fired yet another warning shot to President Ruto and his regime. He reminded his regime that the MOU included a clause explicitly barring the abduction of Kenyan citizens, a tactic that has haunted past administrations. Now, if enforced disappearances continue, Sifuna warns Ruto's government will face the consequences of violating the agreement.
Na baba, mimi baada ya kusaini hiyo kitu, unajua kazi yangu ni rahisi sana. Mimi nakaa na marking scheme tu. Nakaa na marking scheme. Siku na agenda 10 pale. Iwapo Mkenya mwingine yoyote atachukuliwa na polisi ati abducted, afichiwe mahali, chama cha UDA na kiongozi wake William Ruto watakuwa wamekeuka mkataba ambao tumeandikisha. Iwapo polisi wa Kenya hawatawajibika, watoe fidia kwa familia za watu ambao walipoteza maisha yao kulingana na jinsi ambavyo huo mkataba unasema, Mheshimiwa William Ruto na chama chake cha UDA watakuwa wamekiuka mkataba wetu. Iwapo kufikia mwaka huu wa fedha kaunti zetu hazitapokea bilioni 450 kulingana na vile tumesikizana, UDA na party leader wao watakuwa wamekiuka mkataba na chama cha ODM. Hiyo ndo kazi yangu tu. Hakuna kazi nyingine. Tunataka wafuate vile tumesikizana.
So why does Raila Odinga and his ODM brigade speak with the authority of a co-president, if not the actual puppet masters? Initially, Ndura Waruinge had warned that Raila Odinga was planning to infiltrate Ruto's administration and effectively run the show while the president watches from the sidelines.
And those people that are unwanted in Kenya, in the politics, in the business, and in whatever, they will be exposed too hard that God will cause Raila and Ruto to do the jagonistic kind of politics that now Raila will try to intimidate Ruto because Uhuru is right behind Raila. Are you getting me?
Yeah,
Uhuru is right behind Raila. Whatever you are seeing that is being pushed by Raila, it is Ruto, Uhuru who is behind it. Ruto is being lied to Raila by Raila that I am with you. Raila is not with Ruto at all. At all. It is an agenda they have, and for them, the plan they have is by April, we have a new president.
Okay.
The plan they have.
Between who and who?
Raila and Uhuru. The plan they have is by April, we have a new president.
Apostle, you are snitching on them.
No, I'm not snitching on them. I'm just, we are talking. We are talking. We are talking.
Okay.
And this is a situation that might cause our brothers in the military to intervene. Because it will be messy.
Messy in what way?
In all ways. In politics, it will be messy. And like now, the campaign that Ruto will really want to do is to alienate Kikuyus from other communities, to push them out completely, so that we can have 42 against 1. Because that will make him ride faster than having them in the government. And that's a factor most of these MPs from ODM will use, because they want to raise the profile to make sure Kikuyus are more wamesukuma mpaka wa react. Because Kikuyus react to a situation. Kikuyus will push because they wamewekwa kwa kakona. Umeona? And kina Raila, they know that. Kina Uhuru, they know that. Uhuru has lost much stature because of Ruto going to his home and the Kikuyus, and then kina Mutahi Kagwe came in, Kaboko came in, Lee Kenyanjui came, and these are people close to Uhuru. So interpretation was Uhuru has sent his troops. So in the Kikuyu land, he has lost it a little bit, meaning what they will do, they will cause a situation where Kikuyus will come back to them. And by causing a situation where Kikuyus goes back to Uhuru, is that they are going to use Ruto. Akina Junet Mohammed and others will push akina Ishongwa watolewe, ma-CSS wa Kikuyu watolewe, watu wote watolewe ndio wa Kikuyu waendelee kukasirika. Then in parliament, Kikuyus will be cut to size. So kukuwe na reaction in parliament, ndio wa Kikuyu warudi pande moja. Then Uhuru will come up as the savior of the Kikuyus. Gachagua at some point atapotelelea. Gachagua atakuja atapotelelea, mtamtafuta mtamkosa. He won't have that punch the way he has the punch, because the coming of Raila will neutralize the pressure that Gachagua ameweka. Then Gachagua will be branded a Kikuyu king, while Raila will be seen as a national king. Are you getting me? Because Raila will try to brand himself a national king, and then they will like tell Gachagua, come and let us join forces. And when he will agree with them to join forces, he will be cut to size. Now this Raila axis will be able to itapiga pande ya Ruto na itapiga pande ya Gachagua. Then he will be left alone to destroy the whole temple.
If this is true, then the real question isn't whether Ruto regressed the MOU. It's whether he still has the power to do anything about it.